Hello, it's Jang here with a look at the LEGO Ninjago Temple of Airjitzu, a 2028-piece set that comes with a whopping 12 minifigures, including all of the ninja, including Nia, as well as a little bit of the supporting cast off to the side. It really isn't just a Temple of Airjitzu set, though. They give you this whole layout that you get to put together, and this has just a really beautiful design to it overall at a high level with a certain symmetry and a certain asymmetry at the same time. Of course, I will start with the main tower, the temple itself, which uses a lot of nice pieces, little interesting little combinations of things to get different textures in there. They also brought in this really nice small window pane, which is frosted and has the rice paper style and design with the lines around the edges. These eaves are very interesting with a little bit of a Technic assembly inside of them, getting a nice angle in there. Nice textured dark brown 2x2 bricks, round bricks around the edges to give that nice natural wood kind of look, and you come down to the base and you find a very nice entranceway. The door pane features another nice rice paper style of print, and it slides to open. I really like these column assemblies off to the side with the red hydraulic ram piece, and then they use a chrome gold ring over an antenna that's inserted into there, and it's topped off with an upside down red minifig head. Also, these little posts off to the sides are actually minifig fez pieces. The other side is almost identical, and either side has a nice pathway that's built up upon stone or rock with just a little bit of wood kind of coloring in there. Nice angles coming around to the side, and it gives you the option of going towards the center or off to one of the sides in one of the side buildings. The back of the temple is completely open to allow you to get your fingers and minifigs in there. Nice little tea tray right here in the center, and that's a nice pattern that's built up with light bluish gray and also some sand blue parts. Nice to see more of the sand-based colors that are coming in. Kind of nice looking from the inside as well. This second level has a single sticker in the center to give you a little bit of wood plank texture, and this area has some weapons on display, and there's also a training dummy there with a nice build to it and a single sticker on its front. This third level has been turned into Sensei Wu's study. Misako has been seen doing some painting up here as well. I like the upside down build for the small stool, a little palette off to the side, and there are also 3 books in a special holder. 2 of those books have something special inside of each. I'm also a big fan of this floor sticker used on this level. It's very ornate and just fits in really well. The temple also has an attic up top with a chest of Cole's stuff. Hands off, it says. I don't think so. Inside you'll find a camera and a hairbrush because, he's got to keep his hair just right. Now, one of the nicest and fanciest things about this whole set is actually down beneath the first floor of the temple. On one side is a very conspicuous Technic crank mechanism that doesn't really do anything, just kind of flops about. However, if you push the whole thing in, you see a light turns on back there, and now a gear actually engages into a mechanism inside. On the other side is a plastic piece onto which shadows and light are projected. This is the Shadow Theater with a couple of little nano figs, little trophy pieces, some flame pieces, and a little bit of a snake off to the side representing the Great Devourer. So a story can be told here, and this just looks really nice. This looks like it would be great classic entertainment for the minifigs. Back out front is the statue of Sensei Yang on a fairly tall post there in the center of a fairly ornamental base, and you can access that from either side. The space in between can represent just ground, or you could think of it as being water there. You've got a little bit of water represented off to the side. Very nice little footbridge that goes across, nicely done little archways. I like the little baby dragon sculptures off to the side, and all this can be lifted up as part of the system that's developed here to allow you to take different parts of this entire assembly apart. One of the things you can take off is this building off to the side, which is representing the blacksmith, which has been brought back to life here. I like the colors. They've got the medium blue there, and they've got the brown as major colors. Nice wood framing exposed on the outside. I also like the trees off to the side, and especially the little autumn leaves that have fallen off onto the top of the roof here. Here's a look at the blacksmith's building, completely separated out. You can see just a couple of Technic bricks with pins that stick out that hold it onto the main the main structure. And I think this looks pretty good from every angle. It doesn't just have a single camera-friendly angle to it. Its attic contains a ninja glider that's just barely able to fit in there. You can fold this out and you can see how you just hold on to it with the hands of a ninja, a couple of spears up on top, and this is just a very classic style of build here. Nothing else fits upstairs, unfortunately, but you do have more detail down below. It's a blacksmith's place, so obviously you're going to have an anvil, just a very small build there, and I like the forge. I like how it's built with studs on the side construction. I've never seen a build quite like this. It's very small, but it's nicely done. I like how they use the car door pieces on their sides. Over here, you've got a bucket of water for annealing and just a couple of tools that are used, as well as a coffee mug, or given where we are, is that a tea mug? Only 2 stickers are used in the construction of the blacksmith's shop, for the sign out front and for some texture on the door. Across the way to the other side is the smuggler's market, which can also be separated from the main temple structure. This one has very different design to it. It's very open down below. I love those roof sections with the garage door pieces that just nicely flow on down. And once again, you get nice looks, nice different textures and colors all the way around. Another nice secondary color that's used here with the sand green. Inside, you'll find different stalls for different vendors in here, and I really like the interesting uses of pieces for that water fountain with the upside-down miner's helmet on a megaphone piece. Also a little barrel of fish that have been caught over here on one side. More food items. You got the different baguettes, a couple different colors there, some cookies, and the things up closest to you on the left. Believe it or not, those are Ninjago trading cards. Remember, even in-universe here, they're considered to be heroes, so they've got their own merchandise. Now, the design of the roof not only looks nice, but it has a function to it as well, because the garage door panels aren't held down except in one spot, so that gives you the ability to open this up and access these chests that are stored up above. Each of those contains a selection of weapons, possibly contraband. To one side of the front of the smuggler's market are a couple of fishing rods on a couple of stands there so that they can be used unattended. Here's a little bit better look at the front and the detailing there with a couple of plain microfigs. Once again, 2 stickers used for this structure here. Nice use of the weapons and the robot arm pieces, and also the golden discs, which are symbolic of the sun. Here are the first 4 of the 12 minifigures in this set, the ninja team, starting with Lloyd on the left, Kai, Cole, and Jay. They all have their matching styles of outfits, but there are, individual differences that you'll see on the prints on the fronts. Taking some of that stuff off, that allows you to see the rest of the face print. And here's a clear look at the torso prints that are on the backs of these. Next up, Zane, Nia, now as a full water ninja, Sensei Wu, and Misako. I especially like the printing on this version of Sensei Wu. You see it much better once you take some of this stuff off, so you can see their face prints as well. It's just too bad LEGO isn't really good at lining up all the prints on different parts from the torso to the hips to the legs. Here's a look at those 4 from the back, so you can see that 2 of them have alternate faces as well. Rounding up the minifigures, Dareth on the left, the Postman, who we've seen plenty of times throughout the series but has never been made into a minifig before, and then there is Claire, who is the daughter of Jesper, the groundskeeper, over on the right. All of these have torso prints on the back, but none of them have alternate faces to look at. The last thing in the set is this fireworks cart, which is a fairly simple but very effective kind of build. Just uses different colors of studs around the top of a 6-shooter assembly in black, and you rotate the whole black barrel section of that and it'll just shoot all those studs directly at your eyes, unless you point it at somebody else and then it'll shoot it at their eyes. So that's the Temple of Airjitzu, the new biggest Ninjago set ever, with the most minifigures in any Ninjago set ever. And in universe, it's nice to see all of this restored and brought back to life with all of the familiar characters, living and operating in there. As a playset, I feel this is a success. It has plenty of open space, easy access into the areas. Nothing is too tight. I'd say that the blacksmith's shop is the most constrained and constricted with just what you can do inside of it, but there's plenty of open space on the outside also. where you can just set up all kinds of different scenarios doing whatever you want all around this training, social events. You can even bring in some bad guys into this as well for kind of a different little arc on a new story of your own. As a collector's item, it comes with a great selection of minifigures, and on display it just looks fantastic. It looks, I'd say, probably less cartoonish than any other build of anything from the entire Ninjago series. This, take out the figures and just put in other figures that are not specific characters. Take it outside of the Ninjago universe, and this just looks like a nice Japanese style, older style of little village with an interesting monument, or you can see it as a mansion in the background. All of this just works outside of the whole Ninjago story. It looks good, it's built well, and it's very authentic to what it's going after. So in my opinion, every single thing about this set is very, very good. Even the price per part ratio is good, although because it is such a huge set with so many pieces, it does end up being an expensive set. And Lego in general is an expensive thing and an expensive hobby, but on balance, this set I feel does give you very good value. Please share your thoughts about this set in a comment, because that really brings a lot more value to this video for other viewers who can learn from other different people's opinions and different perspectives. So thank you in advance for your feedback. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to have a chance to talk to you again very soon.